Hello and welcome to our updated Redeemer Kids safety and security training video. In this video, I'm going to try to go quickly, cover our check-in and out procedures, bathroom and diaper procedures, as well as fire, tornado, and intruder. But please just know, use this video as a quick reference or as a refresher if you need refreshed. If you need more detailed understanding of all of these procedures, please check out our Redeemer Kids handbook. It's going to have way more information than this video can provide, but hopefully this can be a really quick refresher for you if you need it. So check-in, for check-in, every single child will have their name tag with their name and their security code printed on it. Their parent or guardian will have a corresponding parent security code sticker. Now, no child can be checked out of their classroom without confirming that the parent or guardian's sticker matches the child's code. It does not matter if it's grandma or an aunt or uncle or a super fun cousin who the child even says, I know them, I want to go with them. If we do not have that code, they are not authorized to pick up their child from Redeemer Kids. So once you confirm that code matches, remove the sticker from the child's shirt, and then you can release them with that authorized adult. If a security or staff member sees a child in the hallway with a sticker, that signals to us that they have not been checked out properly or that they're maybe not with a safe adult. So that's why you remove it from their shirt. As a side note, the parent can show you their printed tag on Church Center on their app. That is an authorized security code that they can use to pick up. Now, occasionally a parent will not have their security code or will lose it, or maybe it wasn't printed. If they do not have it at all, in that case, you would get on your phone or your walkie, call a service coordinator or call a staff member, and we will come follow our procedure for checking out children without a parent security code. Regardless, please check their tags at checkout. Now, our bathroom procedures. There are kind of two rules that I want you to remember here. One is that one child in the bathroom at a time, and the second is called line of sight. So for starters, we have one child in the bathroom at a time. That's a pretty simple policy. So if you have two boys, one's gonna have to wait in the hall before he can go, before the first one is done. The other line of sight is really helpful for us as we keep kids safe and as we keep everybody safe collectively. So there can never be one adult in a classroom or alone with children. So how we manage that whenever you have to step out of the classroom or need to check on something is you just maintain line of sight. So for Luther, it works out pretty simply. Luther, you would just poke your head in the hallway and coordinate with the service coordinator. The service coordinator is out there in the hallway and they help ensure that children are not leaving the building, that they're actually going into the bathroom, that they're returning to class, and that they're not alone in the bathroom. So the service coordinator kind of acts as the middleman, making sure kids are going to the bathroom and going back to class. Now, occasionally we don't have a service coordinator in the hallway, and in that case, you would just fully step out into the hallway where you can make sure kids are going to the bathroom and coming back, but you would stay in the doorway so you can also maintain a line of sight with your helper or your lead teacher in the classroom. So that's how line of sight works in Luther for the bathroom. It's a little less straightforward in the sanctuary since our babies and toddlers often need changed or help using the potty. For our babies who need diapers changed, only women volunteers are allowed to change diapers, and they still need to be in line of sight. That is actually pretty easy since our changing table is in the baby's classroom. The service coordinator can also help out with diaper changes if they need to. For our toddlers, that's where it's not quite as simple. If they're potty trained, but maybe still need help in the actual bathroom, the way you handle that is you just still maintain line of sight. So you would position yourself in the doorway where you can crack the door to give the child as much privacy as possible, but the door is cracked enough that another volunteer in the classroom maintains line of sight and they can see you at all times. So that's how we would take care of bathroom procedures in the sanctuary. Moving on to tornado, fire, and intruders. I would love if you would consult the Redeemer Kids handbook on this. It's going to have way more detailed information on who's sweeping the classrooms, who's checking the building, who is making sure everybody is accounted for. But this is going to be the Spark Notes version on what to do for any of these emergency or disaster procedures. What you need to know is that for all three of them, if possible, we are going to maintain our normal checkout procedures following any one of these events. So we know it's going to be chaotic, emotions will most likely be heightened, but do your best to remain calm and then ensure that parents and kids are checking out one child at a time, that we're checking their codes, that we're making sure each child goes to a trusted adult. So maintain normal checkout procedures for all of these. For tornadoes, both buildings have the same protocol, and it is a simple tornado drill. Get your kids into the hallways, shut the doors, have them kneel, cover their heads, face the hall, and then you're just going to be taking attendance and making sure that they are safe, that everybody is accounted for. And then afterwards, when it's safe, if it's safe, you return to your classrooms for normal checkout procedures. If it's not safe to return to your classroom, still try to maintain normal checkout procedures in any other safe area that you can. For a fire, both buildings have the same safe place that we're going to end up at, and that is the Gaga Ball pit over in Salem Lutheran's green space on the west side of our buildings. So make sure you have your clipboard and your walkie, and then the younger classrooms also have a walking rope. It's a rope with a bunch of rings on it. If you want to use those, grab one. They're either hanging in your classroom or they're sitting up in the windows. So grab one, have your kids, you're going to get them out the safest route possible. However you need to get out of the building, get your kids out, and then we're all going to head to the Gaga Ball pit green space area over at Salem Lutheran. That's our safe place. From there, we're going to try to keep kids calm, try to keep them in their classroom groupings. You're going to take attendance and then again, follow normal checkout procedures whenever parents arrive. Now, for an intruder, we do have a protocol in place in the event of an intruder or an active shooter on our premises. But it is all typed out in our RedeemerKIDS handbook. And so I'm going to ask that you please familiarize yourself with the protocol from the handbook. For safety reasons, I'm not going to go over exactly what we do in this video that's posted on the internet. So if you have any questions or want to go over it before your first time serving, happy to do that in person with you. Otherwise, you can read in RedeemerKIDS handbook. So thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully this was a quick little refresher on our safety and security protocols for RedeemerKIDS. I know we just zoomed through kind of a lot, but they're all really important pieces to our overall security and safety to keep our kids safe every single week. So again, if you have any questions, reach out, check out the handbook, let me know. Thank you for hanging, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.